5-0 win over Wellington Rec today. Does that fall under the category of good professional job?
Again, yeah, cup competition against so-called lower opposition, and we've come and we're 4-0 up at half time. The boys have done really well, and the game's pretty much dead. And then, as you say, the professionals then kicked in second half, and we managed the game really well. So, really pleased.
It was a really good, strong start. I take it that was the game plan, if at all possible.
But you don't want it. Obviously, when you come to these, when you come to grounds that you're not familiar with, when you're playing amateur league teams or whatever it may be, the longer the game goes on and the more they believe that it can maybe cause a wee upset, and we knew that. So we've all been here before, countless times, in these situations at the Steel Cup and the intermediate throw up and whatever. So we knew that we needed to get off to a bright start, and thankfully the boys did that. So
we're progressing nicely in the Steel and Sons now. It's each round down gives you another wee eye on maybe the road to the final or semi-final, something like that.
Yeah, well, you just keep trying to knock them down and get into the next round, as we say, and wherever we'll be, we'll go and deal with it. Hopefully, whatever the draw throws up. So, I think that someone said to me in there, it's the last 16. So, we'll focus on that when that comes round. But, next Saturday will be our main focus again.
Paul Maguire on the score sheet a couple of times again today. How important is it that he continues to do that, in the immediate aftermath of somebody like Kieran Murray moving on?
Yeah, Paul's always done it anyway. It doesn't matter if who was here, who wasn't here. Maguire's always got his goals. We scored 5 today. Darren Stewart as well chipping in, and we're going to score goals. There's not a problem. We've always done it before Kieran and while Kieran was here, and we'll continue to do it after Kieran's gone. So that's never been an issue for us. It's just the style of play that we have. We like to attack teams, and 5 goals today shows that.
And Thomas Robinson with another couple of goals. He really seems to be making good progress this season.
He's done really well. I mean, he started the season off last year like a house on fire, and he's picked up a bad ankle injury, sort of killed his whole season. But he's come back in this year again, and we've a little position there for him, and he's thriving in it. So he's still learning it, but he's doing really, really well at it, and we can only see him progressing playing there. So we're happy with him today as well.
And William Kike has come in and had a few games under his belt now, so you feel he's starting to settle in?
It'll take them a little bit of time, won't it? Coming into a new dressing room and knowing the boys, but he's such a nice lad that he's going to make that. He's going to adapt very quickly. Same way as Conall's done and Anton McDonald. So it's good to get the 3 of them on board. It's good to look over your shoulder and know you have options. It's good to see people busting a gut Tuesday and Thursday to try and get in the team, and that's the way a football club should be. And now I think we have that, although we're still missing quite a few. It would be nice in a way to be able to leave people in the stand. Not that you take any pleasure out of that, leaving people in the stand, but just to have that competition among the squad. It would only mean that we're going to the next level again, and that's what we're aiming for. With Stuart Scott, Owen Gillen, Craig Todd probably shouldn't have played today, but he's a little bit behind in his ankle injury, but we've given him minutes in the game we felt we could. Jared McAlinden just coming back, needs another couple of weeks of training probably. So we're strengthening numbers again, and the more we do that, the more competitive the squad's going to be.
Is there any update with the likes of Stuart Scott, Kevin Bradley and Owen Gill?
Kevin has a niggly one, but just doesn't go away, so we're going to deal with it slightly different, him and Joe, to see if they can get to the bottom of it. So there's no time scale on him. Owen Gillen, I think his season's gone. He needs a knee operation, which is really unfortunate because he was a big player for us. Stuart Scott wasn't, as I said before, wasn't as bad as we first thought, but he's still in quite a bit of pain with his knee. So rather than loads of months, we're probably looking at a couple, if not a few months. So it's another one that's probably medium term, but there's no comeback date as it would be. So we'll continue to work with them and hopefully get to the bottom of Kevin's, get Stu back, because they're 2 big players for us, and unfortunate that Owen's not going to be involved probably at all this season.
Finally, Bangor next week. We're both in a similar position in the league where we're kind of keen to get those points on board. So reasonably big match early on in the season.
Yeah, I'm sure Skatesy's feeling the same way as me, that we wanted to go in and hit the ground running. As you say, they're in a similar position to us, that they would have wanted more points on the board before than what they have at this moment in time. So it'll be a difficult game for that reason, and obviously they're coming with a lot of quality, and they've spent the last 3 or 4 years at the top end of the championship, always trying to win it, and I expect a very difficult game, but we'll go with the same enthusiasm and the same hunger to win the game, and hopefully the boys will be on it, and I'm sure they will, and we're looking forward to it.
Portadown are the only side of beaten us in the last wee while as well, so it builds momentum and builds confidence, presumably.
Yeah, it was important to get. Although I said last week it was disappointing. It was probably getting too far ahead of myself. Going to the Institute after 120 minutes against Portadown, I was probably being too hard on them and expected them to go there and win. Maybe not. I expected the performance to be a lot better, but as I said earlier in the week, 120 minutes on a Tuesday against Portadown probably takes a lot out of you, and as I say, maybe I was being a bit hard on them, so a draw there looking back at the end of the season mightn't be a bad result, but now it's important there's no excuses now come next Saturday. You've a fresh week to prepare. It's important we get 3 points on Saturday.
Thank you.
We could be